should tell the other story about it because
Let's tell another story.
because John used to always talk when he'd introduce this song about playing cricket on the bit of asphalt road that was out the front of his place. He could never understand why they never tarred just his bit of that suburb that had and he figured it was only so you could play cricket on it. And he'd recount the story of someone driving past in their car. They went off the side of the road to avoid the cricket game, and then pulled up a front and came down and said, "Now, son, I'm not getting back in the car until you get that elbow up in the forward defensive shot." And we had a bloke at Bondi who was also a World War II vet and a little wizened bloke. He was so outraged by the Whitlam dismissal that he started a group called Citizens for Democracy, and his name was Bill Simons Yucca, he was known. And people would come and whinge to these community meetings about parking. They'd say, "Oh, you can't buy the park 300 metres from my house last night because we were all full up in your area." And this would go on for a while until Yucca would reach the point where he could no longer sit quietly, and he'd say, "I've lived in modern Bondi all my life." He said, "When we were children, we used to play cricket on the street. And there were no cars around then. Now, when you moved to Bondi, you knew there was no parking. If you'd wanted parking, you could have lived in Castle Hill. But you came to Bondi, so stop whinging about the parking." And people would go, "Oh, right, Yucca, yeah." And they would stop. Thank you, darling. That's all I need. Where have the days of my childhood gone? Time has plundered the years, stolen my gift of golden days, left me with ashes and tears. I wandered along your lonely roads, over your paddocks I've run, drugged with a summer cicada's song, drunk on freedom and sun. Take me back to a fibro house in a suburb carved from the bush. Give me an acre of grass to cut and a rusty old mower to push. Give me a summery Saturday, just after the war was won, with Dad and my uncles drinking beer, sprawled on the grass in the sun. They spoke with a curious proud elan, their laughter was careless and free, fresh from the battles against Japan. They seemed immortal to me. But how can an innocent boy discern what's fallible, false or true? Their mortal footsteps are faltering now, and mine are faltering too. Bring out the bat and the worn cork ball, you'll bowl at an old wooden case. She'll jump and she'll turn on the asphalt road, she'll come at a lively pace, but barefoot, careless and undismayed, you'll drive and hammer and glance, but the ball lies lost in the tangled years. My hands couldn't hold the chance. Song of Childhood.